Bears Trail. Okay.
I was watching The Lost Boys, the vampire movie, with my boyfriend in bed, and
So let me tell you my story, okay? Because I think I had the funniest processing of this. I'm watching ALGS and I'm like talking to my friends on while it's going on, and I look at my phone, and I'm a little compromised right now. It's a Saturday night.
I'm a little compromised too, so keep that in mind.
I'm insanely compromised.
And I'm like reading the thing because I got the push notification on the tweet, and I'm like reading the tweet, and I keep going in and out of it. I'm like, why did I get a push notification for a Shams like dummy account? And I like switch over.
Literally,
I
my friend
to the
my friend. So sorry. First off, sorry for my audio. I literally can't find my mic, but I had to get on here. I was like, this is insane.
Yeah.
My friend got and he showed it to me, and he goes, "Oh, did Shams get hacked?" And I was like, "Oh, he must have got hacked. Like this is."
Was
good joke?
Was that Jimbo?
Yeah, Jim literally goes, "This isn't real, right?" And he goes, "But I got a notification for it." And I was like, "There's no fucking way that the Dallas Mavericks would ever trade Luka Doncic for Anthony. What is it? The dumbest fucking team of all time." And then the more information we learned, the slower I started to almost scream in the restaurant we were in. And I was like, what is fucking happening? Literally, I had a tweet, if you didn't see this, I had a tweet that I was going to a concert, and I was about to go to an after party. And we were in between that, and I said, expect a big trade. I didn't expect the biggest trade in the history of the NBA.
During the worst slop season we've ever had. Dude, we're getting high off fucking Bradley Beal fumes, like Charlie with the fucking sock on his mouth in Always Sunny with the spray paint, and then they come in and they pull the foil off the windows and are like, "Wake up, slop boys!"
They smacked us over the fucking head with this one. All right, so you want to hear my conspiracy theory that I have two different conspiracy theories.
I'm so ready.
Yeah,
the first one is an obvious one. The league is not doing great ratings-wise right now.
Yes.
It's been the talk of the town for the whole season. What better than to get LeBron and Luka on the same team playing for the Lakers, the historical franchise I literally tweeted at the Ramona Shelburne tweet. That's the more gentle conspiracy theory.
Right.
That's fun. LOL.
That's the George H.W. Bush doesn't remember what he was doing in Dallas that day.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's a kinder way of putting it. I mean, this is really probably the worst day in Dallas since that day, I would imagine.
Could be.
Probably since 1963. Yeah. But I just want to put it in perspective. The other thing that I had, which is much darker, and that's we are in the Satan timeline right now. So that's true, you have to consider this. Mm-hmm. I've joked about Ishbia having the data about climate change. The Adelsons recently bought them. Do they know Luka might be out for the season and the country is over?
Well, that's what I'm saying. They might have the separatist movements. They might have found out about the plans of Supreme Leader Gavin to form the California Republic.
We're gonna go back to having an ABA NBA style league where it's the woke states versus the non-woke states.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude, that would be. I mean, like. Seriously, what is this? Because I saw Stein reporting. I've been like reading up on this. Steiner's reporting is Luka did not ask for a trade. This is like not driven at all.
By the way, this makes the Shams going silent all day makes so much more sense.
Yeah.
Shams was just like.
Shams' password is K Adams 123.
Bro, like he didn't ask for a trade,
right? The Mavericks and it wasn't the Lakers going, "Hey Mavericks, are you thinking about trading Luka?" No, the Mavericks reached out to the Lakers.
Yes,
and they said, "We're going to trade you Luka." And the whole thing that I'm just trying to wrap my brain around here is the Mavericks doing it willingly, and then the second part of that is the fact that they are basically didn't scour the league with Luka Doncic.
Right, exactly. That's what's crazy.
So that's like the first thing I tweeted.
Once
this like settled in, like what happened with this trade, my first thought was like, so how do you stealth trade like Luka Doncic? Like who is like arguably, I think was just I know Bill had him like 4th or 5th on his trade value column, but like really is like one of the 5 most unmovable trade guys of all time. And to trade one of those guys and not get like Anthony Davis, maybe
you could have gotten Jalen Williams and every fucking Thunder pick.
Yeah.
Dude, 2 days ago, I said, why is Anthony Davis 10th on the trade value list or 9th on the trade value list on Bill's trade value list? Because he's never healthy.
Right.
Yeah.
He has a no trade clause. As they just said, he waived his no trade clause for this. And 3, bro, he's what, 31 now?
I do want to address the Don Harris tweet. Tim McMahon reporting that Luka's pushing 270.
I'm sorry, waived his trade kicker, not his trade, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Look, I'll say this right now. You know, Trump has gotten rid of, we no longer have, as a big boy myself, I'm a larger gentleman. We no longer have protections under the ADA. We can be discriminated against. This is fat discrimination. I'm just saying it. This is anti-fat action.
That's
from
actually
the
a very good point. They're trying to erase fat people.
Exactly. This is fat phobia. I'm just saying it.
They felt like they needed to get the Gafford Lively front court some help. So what do they do with that? Like,
dude, I've thought about the Lakers end of this literally the entire time so long that I forgot that the Mavericks also have Anthony Davis now.
Yeah.
Like I literally was just like, oh well, they're done, right? Like that's like they've basically took a nuke and dropped it directly on their franchise, which honestly, the Adelsons, we know their history. They probably would be interested in, you know, those kind of things. But I just like I don't understand. We won't get the full story until we get the fluff piece from Ramona Shelburne or Tim McMahon. So the reason, the way that I found out that the trade was actually real was when someone said Tim McMahon retweeted it.
Yes. Yeah.
Tim McMahon retweeted it, and I was like, and then Shams quote tweeted it and said, yes, this is real. He didn't even have time to make a graphic.
I saw the Sam Sheehan tweet. That's all I'm going to say. I trust Sam Sheehan NBA.
Yeah. I talked to someone who I know who works at ESPN, and they have to be, let's just say with their job, they have to be privy to what's going on with the breaking news. They have something that involves working off of that. And I you know, we talked to them and it's like, yeah, this is real. And I could not believe that. I was like,
I still don't feel like it's real.
Yeah.
I still don't, because we've had big trades happen before. Like, honestly, what would be even the closest, like, big
David Stern would not let this happen. I'm just saying.
There's no way he would never.
That was like my first thought was it was like in a real with a real commissioner, this isn't happening. This
the Chris Paul trade that got shot down, because like we don't have, because every other trade that has ever happened either is built up to, or there are rumors out there for a little bit. Like, for example, like the Karl Anthony Towns trade was a shock to everyone when it happened. I left the party then too to come home and record. It was a Friday night.
Yeah.
But we had been hearing Cat to the Knicks rumors for a year. Like all of the Lakers, LeBron, Luka connection, all that stuff was all just wish casting. And we know it was because Luka isn't the one who asked out. Bro, who there's never been a player in the middle of their prime that just got their team to the finals.
Was arguably the best player in that finals for at least.
Bro, if you look at his resume up through age 25, 26, there's not many people in NBA history that stack up with what, how, why?
Like legitimately, like there's a lot of people like not just like being funny and like getting jokes off on Twitter, like legitimately asking like, is there like some sort of like legal issue here? Like which is
right.
Like
that's how dark it is. That it's like there has to be something else
but
here.
Here's the thing, even if it was a legal issue, like legitimately, the fact that look again.
Sorry, real quick. I want to highlight Cole Spin's thing that says the Hawks won the trade. Yeah.
Look, let's just put it this way though. Like again, Luka Doncic could have killed 4 people in a what is he? He's Lithuanian? No, he's not Serbian. He's Lithuanian. Okay.
He's Lithuanian.
No. Yeah. He could Slovenian. Yeah, sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm tired. Look, I'm actually very high right now, or compromised. I'm sorry. But yeah, Lithuania. He could have killed 4 people in a Slovenian pub last Tuesday. And
that's an easy cover up.
Right. You don't call OKC. You don't
This is what I don't get. Like Chiodo texted me and said, if he was put on the open market, now maybe the Sixers don't do it right now because of their situation, but like,
anyway, who cares?
But what I'm trying to say is like, would you rather have Jared McCain and Tyrese Maxey or 31-year-old Anthony Davis? Like, AD doesn't. This is the most games that he's played in years. He just got injured again. I don't understand why you wouldn't go into rebuild mode.
She's so funny. Oh my god, House of Decline.
Don't
my
know
friend
anything about basketball, but people react to this trade as like giving, what is it,
Sudetenland
Sudetenland to Hitler.
Yeah, it really is. Like, this is something where, like, I'm just getting like reactions. Like, one of my best friends, his wife is a huge Dallas Mavericks fan, and he just texted me, she looks like she just saw someone die.
That's what I'm like. Dude, this is like, that is a perfect parallel for what, like, if I were a Mavericks fan right now, like, and the funny thing about the Dallas sports in general is like, it's kind of the inverse of Philadelphia, where Philadelphia, the Sixers always fuck up, but we have the Eagles. And the Mavericks have been, I wouldn't say like a shining beacon of like excellence, but they've made the finals 3 times in the last, 20 years. They've won a finals. They drafted the best player, the best prospect in the last decade they drafted. Yeah. And he became a top 5 player. Arguably, we've joked about like Luka not living up to expectations for what we set for him in his second year, because it seemed like he was very obviously going to be the best player, and that isn't necessarily the case. But he's coming off of a season in which he got them to the finals, and they're talking about like, oh, well, they might not have wanted to supermax him. Then who is ever going to get the supermax?
No, exactly. Use supermax Luka. Okay, let me just put it this way. Luka, okay, so first of all, I do want to say one thing, that this does make like Luka less committed to Luka can't get the supermax anyways now. So now theoretically, I guess he could walk from the Lakers. So maybe that's whatever.
Nah, he's going to take whatever he can.
Right, he'll just take what he gets. Yeah. But the fact of the matter is, like, this is exactly who the supermax. We have seen Luka Doncic starting. He looks like me on the court. I play in a fat guy pickup basketball league. I have a nemesis named D-Wayne. D-Wayne is 400 pounds, who wears a Wes Unseld jersey, and he shoots up threes from behind the line and yells "and one." Luka Doncic could show up at D-Wayne sizes. This man is a 425-pound, 65-year-old, and by the end of the season, he would still be getting. Is this man the MVP?
Right, and it's like an MVP candidate in the middle of his prime. Like, if you rank the best players now that Embiid is like not even in the picture, I think the most you could count before getting to him max would be 5, maybe 4, maybe 3 if you could, because SGA still hasn't proved it at the higher levels like Luka has.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Okay. So that's what I want to read. So somebody just put in the chat. Bobby Marks said that Anthony Davis waiving the trade bonus. Dallas has got under the luxury tax in the move. They were $5 million over beforehand. So there is like a non-0% chance that part of the decision making here was getting into the luxury.
Republicans are so fucking cheap, man.
Dude, what?
That's crazy.
This is literally like if after the season the Bills were like, you know what, we had a good run. Josh Allen were salary dumping him to the fucking Chicago Bears.
Well, I agree. They should. The league is going to rig Jokic for Jaylen Brown this summer. Yeah, I think that should happen. Actually, I'm back on board.
Right, cut his mic.
I just have to say, look, I understand their concerns about conditioning, because like it's really tough to imagine an overweight Caucasian guy being the MVP of the league. Like, there's no way that could ever happen.
Well, now he's a Laker.
I'm just hearing.
Also, question. Really, question for you, real quick. Is Ozempic considered a banned substance? Are you allowed to take Ozempic in the NBA?
It is not. It is not.
It's very popular in Southern California.
Exactly. Oh, I think that's a good point.
I mean,
God damn, dude.
We don't have trade embargoes with Denmark yet.
Dude, one of the scariest parts of this is like Luka's gonna get close to like the content creator LA machine. And he is just gonna become a demon at Overwatch 2 and like Marvel Rivals. Like this could be like DeAndre Ayton's style, like destruction.
Luka's gamer house.
Ready Player 2 with Luka.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's what. LeBron's studio is picking up the rights right now,
dude. I don't. So LeBron and all right. let's just actually. I don't know. I know I'm still so much in shock that I don't even know what to say. But let's just talk about like what these teams look like now, because let's start with the Lakers
Are we
because
assuming
they
Luka's
just got
not
Luka.
cooked? Right. Are we assuming that Luka's not cooked for the season?
I mean, I guess would they trade for Luka if he was cooked for the season?
Yes, I would trade for Luka no matter what.
Yeah, I guess you don't care because then and the second question on this is, do they trade LeBron if Luka's done for the season?
Yes, that is the commentary. Is a LeBron trade imminent?
Right? Was it? But once again, the reporting is that the Mavericks went to them. If it was the Lakers, like basically forcing his way into, all right, we want to get Luka. We're gonna do whatever we can to get Luka. Which, by the way, let's talk about the fucking trade value on its face. Rob Flom just joined us. Hi, Rob.
Yes. Yeah, Rob. How does it be to be the less successful fascist team in LA?
Feels great.
We call it the Democrats of Los Angeles.
That feels great. We run a communist ship here.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
Steve
Ballmer's communist.
I do forget. Actually, you do have Comrade Harden.
Yeah, I was going to say Comrade Harden, one of the great labor leaders of that. Like unironically, probably one of the most successful Americans in terms of getting concessions from his employer in the last past 5 years. 10
honestly,
years, sure.
I got to be real. I know that people have called Luka White Harden before. This is he didn't even demand the trade, and he got traded. So I think that's disrespectful to Harden now. Harden gets whatever the fuck he wants.
They have their own Harden trade. Sam Presti is off the hook. Everything really is coming up. Sam Presti this year.
Yeah, I was going to say, because that was the team that Sam kept joking about. Fat Luka, first round, 1-8 matchup.
Yeah.
He was going to roll out there looking like Bolsonaro in the Balm video. And he was going to drop 70 points on the Oklahoma City Thunder, and everyone was going to have this shock, but for a playoff game. And now he's on the Lakers with LeBron, Austin Reeves, and what?
Did Adam Silver rig this? To improve ratings.
I said that. That was my first thought was that.
That's, to be fair, that is your calm conspiracy take.
LeBron didn't know it was coming. Anthony Davis didn't know it was coming. None of the players knew.
Luka didn't know it was coming. You don't tell Luka that he's getting traded to the fucking Lakers in the middle of his prime. There's no way LeBron didn't know. That's bullshit.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Yeah.
He was. Yeah. Okay. Either. All right. So there are a few connections to Luka on the Lakers.
Dorian Finney-Smith, baby.
Dorian Finney-Smith being, that was the sway. That's the greatest trade in history. 3 second-round picks for Dorian Finney-Smith, and then he gets Luka to come there. Obviously, JJ Redick played with him for a little bit. They had a podcast. They did podcasts together, and then LeBron, who's always loved Luka. Exactly. But once again,
everybody loves Luka. I would love Luka if he wanted to play for the Clippers.
I know this sounds insane. Did anyone get better for this season?
No, neither did. They're both worse. They're both worse. Out,
and now they have to start Jackson Hayes?
Well, I do want to point something out, though, that's a little bit funny. We do have the battle. We do have a duo in Dallas of LeBron's 2 best co-stars ever. Besides Dwayne Wade, of course.
Wait, hold on. So,
Kyrie and
Kyrie. The only ones he won. Oh, and Wade, sure. Yeah. But
his best active co-stars is what I mean, Peter.
Well, if anything, he's just padding his legacy at this point because they're going to win 45 games and lose in the first round, probably.
Yeah, exactly. So here's a legitimate question, by the way. What if I know, once again, you were saying this earlier, Trail. So Bill Simmons put Anthony Davis as 10th on his trade value list. That's bullshit. But let's just say Trill, I'm appointing you dictator of the NBA, and you get to appoint all these.
I'm already the dictator of the Discord, so let's go. Continue.
Trill Jong-un. So Trill Jong-un, you get to put Anthony Davis out on the market, and you get to set a fair value contract or fair value pick trade.
A year ago, for picks, well, that's the thing is that the Rudy Gobert trade being 5 first just broke my brain when it comes to that. But the market has recorrected. If I would have thought they would have got 3 firsts and 2 swaps.
Okay, so let's just call AD that,
and maybe a good player, but not a great player.
A good player. Let's just say a top 75 player.
Let's say Zach LaVine and 3 first-round picks.
Sure, absolutely. Luka should go for twice that.
That's what I don't get, because the balance of this trade makes no fucking sense at all, to the point where it has to be some sort of collusion. I almost think they would think that we're stupid to think that there was nothing being pulled behind the scenes.
The thing about the trade is like, it felt like the reason I was so sure Shams got hacked was because the trade didn't make any sense. Like, it wasn't even balanced, and it literally seemed like we do the trade machine war crimes every day, and we have Nihilus Bucks go into the fucking Instagram mines to pull up like the grossest Lakers trade
you had put this on the stream, I would have been like, come on, guys, this is a little
come on, this is ridiculous.
War crimes.
Yeah, this was a trade. This was literally a trade machine war crime. Like, I think I made a fucking trade like this 2 years ago. Not this year, but I think for 2 years ago. Just
Sam, you definitely did.
Yeah.